Hey everyone. So today was interesting. I got on really late and tried to get a couple of weird decks going, but I couldn't get them to work. So eventually I had to give up, and I was playing against a lot of aggro, so I figured, okay, maybe I can bring back like keg control, because I haven't played that in so long. It feels like literally a year or something. If you guys don't know, there was like this Thresh GP list that would play a bunch of kegs and stuff like that, and it was actually pretty fun. But I remember I did try to revisit that a while ago as well, and didn't feel that good. I think GP felt like very lackluster as well. Then I had an idea to put Viego instead and see how that worked out. And it honestly did really well. I mean, without GP, it probably shouldn't be called K control anymore, but it's pretty cool. It basically just uses the normal SI cards that synergize with Viego, like your camavoran, Hydrovine, and Atrocity. But instead of having protection for him in Ionia, you have a bunch of early units and some control tools like this keg that Dreadway deckhand summons, mixed with the Make It Rains, Vile Feast, and red or gold cards from Twisted Fate. Yeah, just in case you guys don't know what the champions do. So Viego, each time an ally dies, you summon an Encroaching Mist. An Encroaching Mist is a 1/1 ephemeral unit that will grow in power every single time you play another Encroaching Mist. And so Camavoran is a 3/3 that summons one. It's usually the first one you summon per game, so it's a 3/3 that summons you a 1/1 ephemeral, which is pretty good defensively. And then eventually you get Viego down, and every time an ally dies, you get an Encroaching Mist. The cool thing as well is that these kegs, I mean, you only get them off Dreadway deckhand, but the kegs actually synergize with Viego because when they die, they also count as an ally. I thought that was pretty cool. And then, so every ally that dies, you end up getting these really big Encroaching Mists. And then eventually late game, you play this Hydrovine, which is a 7/6 fearsome, and every single turn, it'll give you another Encroaching Mist. So it's kind of like an engine that just sits there, and if they can't deal with it, it's going to get out of hand really quick. And then once Viego levels up, after seeing allies with 20 plus total power die, he ends up attempting to steal the strongest enemy unit on the board, and you get control of it, unless it's a champion, and he just freaking murders it and kills it every single turn, so it's pretty good. And then also you have Atrocities because Viego, the Encroaching Mists, and Hydrovine itself is a pretty big unit that you can end up Atrocitying later. And then TF just has these 3 different cards, so one is red card that deals 1 damage to everything on the board, which synergizes really well with the keg because then you can deal 2 damage to everything on the enemy board. Then you have a gold card which stuns the strongest enemy unit and deals 2 damage to it. Or you can choose a blue card which gives you a tune, so you get 1 mana back and it draws you a card. And then if he does level up, which probably isn't going to happen anymore since they nerfed it a long time ago to be 9 draw, you technically can because you do have the glimpses to draw, you have Fortune Croaker to draw, TF himself can draw if you choose blue card. Zap Sprayfin technically counts as draw. Also Twisted Fate's champion spell draws you 2 fleeting next round. So you technically can, but it's very unlikely. But if he does level up, then every single time you play a card per round, you start a chain of cards. So I think the first one is a blue card, then it goes to red card, then it goes to yellow card. It does it in that order based on the amount of cards you play per round, and it's just pretty broken. But again, it's mainly just used as like removal and stall for the real win con, which is Viego and the Mist. So again, for early game, we have the Dreadway deckhand, which is going to give you the keg, which synergizes really well with the Make It Rains, Vile Feast, Whale, which is really nuts, and the red cards. So we have a bunch of different ways to just wipe their whole board. Well, I guess Vile Feast isn't a board wipe, but it's still a really good unit. It also increases the amount you drain, so you can drain 2 and heal more. Fortune Croaker, solid unit that draws, which is really good because we're going to go into the late game quite a bit. By the way, you can actually play this card without activating its effect. For the most part, you'll want to activate its effect, but it's just something to know because sometimes you might not want to kill something on your board, and you might want it to stay at 3 health so you can like maybe get 2 blocks against aggro or something. And it also synergizes decently because since it deals 1 damage, once your Viego's leveled up, you're going to want to sometimes be able to kill units, like your own units. My Warden is just 2 units with 1 action, which is really good for defending against aggro, or any deck really, right? It helps you stall to get to the Viego win con later. And it just helps get units onto your board for your Viego, because Viego needs to see units die, right? So it's important to have units with Viego, obviously, and this deck can really like play quite a bit of them. Yeah, Zap just can cheese in some damage, and it draws you a spell. So Zap Sprayfin can only draw you Glimpse, Make It Rain, or Vile Feast, so it'll most likely give you some removal. And yeah, I mentioned the Whale, but the Whale is really good against aggro, especially when you get a keg, dealing 2 damage to everything and healing you. Now, I was debating whether I wanted Vengeance or Harpoon. And honestly, Harpoon wasn't the easiest to activate in this deck. It does happen a decent amount. I mean, you have Elusives, you have a red card, you have Make It Rains. You have just a lot of units to be able to get past them and make a plunder. But it isn't the easiest to activate. I just really don't like having Vengeance. I think it's a really slow card. And I was just playing against a lot of aggro today, so I didn't really want it. I figured I'd rather have a monster harpoon because most of the things I was trying to kill today were gonna be like 5 or 6 health. And I figured that if I really can't get a plunder, it's still a cheaper vengeance in a way, like 1 mana less vengeance. Like if I'm just trying to do like a 6 mana or deal 5, it usually gets rid of whatever I need to get rid of. Kind of the same as a vengeance in a way, I figured. But you guys could swap this out. Yeah, we got the atrocities because we're gonna get Viego really big and Mist really big. And then I threw in the one over Kindler just because we don't really have protection for Viego, so he's gonna die, and I just wanted to make sure we kind of have extra Viegos, so it kind of just ensures that if they keep removing our Viegos, we will eventually late game be able to use a bunch of draw to get into our Rekindler and just play another one. So we kind of have like 4 Viegos. Also keep in mind that Viego and Hydrovine both have Fearsome, so you actually can get a lot of damage with them. Because a lot of decks for some reason don't have that many Fearsome blockers. I feel like at least recently I've been playing, and then even if they do, you can usually get rid of them with the Make It Rains or red cards and whales and stuff like that, especially with combined with Kags. And then you can just get a bunch of damage in with Viego and Hydrovine. Also, so I just threw this together last second. It's probably not the best version of this kind of like idea, but it was really good against aggro. I didn't lose a single time to aggro, but it might be a bit too teched into aggro, so if you don't play against aggro, it might suffer. I didn't get like enough testing on this deck to be certain. I think even if this might not be the best version of it, like the most well-rounded for ladder, there's definitely something here, I think, because it felt really good. And it's always fun to play Viego. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Maybe even like the video if you liked it, everything helps out. If you want to see me play anything in the near future as well, you can leave a comment below. I make a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks. Okay, darkness. Not so sweet. I think we have to keep Fortune Cooker actually, just in case he plays Catalyzer. We have to make sure he doesn't get a bunch of free strikes. Changes turn and fade.
Hello, new best friend. Give me your malice, creatures of doom. I've got this.
I guess we'd rather attack now so he doesn't like Bile Feast that or something, because that would be really awkward if he did that. Wouldn't have a blocker, maybe. Wait, that's illegal.
I don't change fate, but I can see it.
You were doused with genius.
How do people always get like double Catalyzer against me? I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Went through. Okay, that's a pretty good card. I guess we would have got it next turn anyways though, but... So he's gonna prank one of these things, but we have duplicates anyways, so it doesn't really matter what he pranks. Hey, free damage. Viego is cracked.
Submission or death for all who need.
My whole hand kind of sucks, so it is what it is. I kind of like this Make It Rain. It also allows us to do a monster harpoon because it hits face. So it threatens to be able to get in some good damage here.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
I really hope that he can't kill this.
It wants us.
Like for one spell mana, how punished could we get for developing here? Is that like Omega greedy in case he has go hard?
I've whipped up something special.
Okay, if he has go hard, let's FF. Okay.
Oppose me and die.
We get all the damage. Also, this will count as an ally to die, right?
What wondrous discoveries await below?
Yeah, when the keg dies. Let's go.
You will serve.
There.
Come, come, it's showtime.
Alright. He doesn't even have a darkness yet? Unless he plays Senna.
Gonna be a long night. I'll put
Damn it.
Puppy. I'll buy some time.
I will find her.
Can't let him play that, right? Obviously. Oh, he's dead. Let's go! We beat darkness! That's actually really cool that the kegs count as like death triggers for Viego. Changes. Alright, Renekman and LeBlanc. Can we beat them? The answer is fuck yeah, easily. Like we got this, we got this, we got all of these. We're gonna top deck at Viego, either right now or by turn 5. That's fine. We have them right where we want them. Huh. That's all you got? Yeah, that's pathetic. I really want to let him kill the keg for free. Maybe just pass. I'll take the 3 damage. We have some healing, right?
Ready.
And then
I've whipped up something special.
cause also I thought he might have played another unit. I figured because of IC rearguard, it makes me think he could have like some aggressive deck with the 1 health unit. So I figured like I might as well wait for the Vile Feast. Because if I Vile Feast that and he plays a 1-drop unit, like that would be kind of awkward.
For the Empire.
Oh, that'd be so good to Vile Feast that. Damn. Yeah, so he is playing like some sort of aggro version. We don't attack with that. No reason to give him a free kill. I kind of want to because then it's at 1 health, but like, probably doesn't matter. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Where I go, carnage follows.
So he wants to drag the keg, right? If I just stun him, isn't that kind of fine? You have answers to the rest of his units.
Hold it, partner.
I would have rather red carded, but
You got legs. Use
I think this is fine.
They got past me.
Ruinous Path. Okay, we're a bit lower than I honestly thought we would be. But I think we're still chilling. We're still chilling. Let's get our free damage in. Why not?
We'll crush anyone who stands in our way.
And paint our faces with their blood.
I like this Maker, I think. Although maybe we're supposed to, nah, because if he attacks, I guess unless he, yeah, because he's gonna challenge, right? So he would get extra health. So he might as, like, yeah, he might play another one, but it probably is worth.
Quick hands make quick work.
I kind of like just this play. I still have Whale open. Yeah, I guess we do that now. It's just too much value. We also kill that thing. Ah, damn it. Okay, technically, come on, really? Ah, that's not good. I mean, it's only 2 damage, right? We have the blockers. We actually technically still saved health, right? 'Cause he was gonna deny our spider. I think we can play this. I don't think he's gonna go too wide this turn. Okay, yeah, and he's wasting that, which is really good. He's wasting that.
Remember the objectives.
Oh, we should have attacked with this then. I'm trolling. First, I just for some reason passed out of instinct because I realized I wasn't going to attack with that. If I attacked with this, he would have just passed. Because he wouldn't have wanted this to die, right? So he probably would have just passed, I think, and then we would have got 2 free damage in, which actually could matter. I mean, probably not for a little bit, right? But it could.
You won't get past me.
So we have blockers for every attack so far. We can also go pretty wide with Mirai Warden. Yeah, he can't get past these, I think. And then Mirai Warden is just going to be more blockers as well, so. Yeah, once you survive against aggro for the first little bit, they just run out of value and then run out of cards and then you just beat them. We have better late game. And you have enough value to like beat the aggro with Make It Rains, Vile Feast, Whale, right? And TFs, like board wipes. So it's pretty clean. Ooh, a Viego Thresh Ionia versus TF Viego. Who will win this war? I mean, honestly, Rekinder's not a bad keep. Yeah, I kind of wanted to mulligan for stuff like, I think I'd rather have like Hydrovine. The scary thing is that he can actually play that unit that decreases the cost of his, and he could actually play his earlier than me. Yeah, see if he has that. I can't play that because he just drags the keg and then it's awkward. Okay, that's actually good because now we can kill it before it gets a strike, I think. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy turn. Okay. We take those, I guess. I guess we know which one's better. This guy. This guy again. He's playing Shellfolk. I don't even know how to deal with that. That's really annoying. He has mini morphs. Well, let's see what we can do. The thing about mini morphs that sucks too is that because it doesn't actually kill our Viego, we can't bring it back with Rekindler, right? It just deletes it, so you can just always wait till it's about to he's about to level up and just go, nah, mini morph.
We can always rely on you to
And what are we supposed to do about that? He always attacks here.
turn it like
Gets 3 damage. Oh, I guess we can go kind of wide here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Oh, when you slay it, that's actually a really good thing to get, right?
I don't want to meet whatever
Because now we can like buy all this, and then that counts as a slay.
Fulfilled a life undone. No place for men.
And this tax probably looks pretty good to me. 5 damage. We get to bank our mana into Viego. You can still Rekindler, mini morph, which kind of sucks, but
we can, timekeeper.
he has no fearsome blockers for these two. I lied.
Gonna make a meal of 'em.
It can be undone.
This can get pokeyed, I guess, if he has Pokey Stick. It didn't. Did he kill that thing? I kind of like playing this first. Seeing what he does. Because now we can like Vile Feast that. Or I guess we go for the red. Do we go for red card? What does red card do? I guess we can play this, right? If he wants to keep banking mana. We already kind of have him on no Pokey Stick. I feel like he would have done it last turn. I think we can go for this. Even though I think it gives us the spider, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't delete it. Now the only way he can stop taking like infinite damage is by blocking with Shellfolk, which is good because fuck Shellfolk, I needed to die. If he has Pokey, I'd be pretty surprised because yeah, he didn't do it last turn.
Through the coral.
I will find her.
I guess we just attack with everything and try to get some damage in.
And die.
Okay, so
Don't touch it.
is he allowed to do this? Ah, stress testing. I didn't think about that, but that makes sense.
Set 'em off.
Wait, didn't something die? I am confused. So hopefully he doesn't have many morph, but he might have many morph. He has to do it right now though. But he still has to deal with this scary card for him, I think. And these attacks coming in with these. I guess to pick which one to mini morph, right? If he does have it. And it's also all of his mana for this turn. Oh, if he gets a fucking Equinox. Okay, the good news is he didn't pick it that fast. Might not be Equinox. Oh, it's probably Equinox. Not Equinox? Okay. How do you play that card, by the way? Oh, Loping created that. Go ahead, you can't get these two. You can like copy a Rekindler, but for what? To bring back your nothing that's died? You know what I mean? These options suck. Good prank, buddy. I feel like
Listen to me.
he must have many morph, I guess, now. Oh, he predicted for it, right? If it's right here. Oh, it's over here. Oh, I forgot he can just predict and get many morph, right? He doesn't actually need to draw it. The Shellfolk. Yeah, you got it. What a beast.
Okay.
Doesn't that also mean that doesn't that also mean that he has another mini morph for next turn because he predicted it? Yeah, how do we kill this thing right now?
Packed 'em good.
Never lost a fair game.
Okay, that'll get rid of that. After we make it rain.
All that glitters.
I guess we technically should have made it rain first. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was worried about. I guess Pokestick if it was like reduced. Oh no. Oh thank God. If I missed that, I would have fucking freaked out. That's 6 mana? What the hell happened? I think we send this thing back into the deck because it's not doing anything.
Stacking the odds.
I mean, I guess he could kill this thing now, but like, it wasn't really gonna level up anyways.
Like a fish in water.
Oh, it's a pretty cool card you got there. Pretty cool card. I can play this because it's fleeting. Well, I do kind of want to play Viego. I think I just don't want to lose this. This game is so annoying because he just had so much value from that one fucking thing. Okay, this can get in, this can get in, this gets in, this gets in, this gets in. I don't want to make this weak. I guess he's gonna pokey this or something, which is good because then we can get a glimpse.
Why are you here?
At least we can still get our glimpse. I think he has a pokey though, so didn't he get 2 pokies from the Shellfolk? I guess not.
Try again.
How many stress testings has he used? What the fuck is happening? So he's used 3 stress testings, but I don't know if he copied any of them. Like he might still have another one in his deck. If he reduced the cost of one, like copied one with Shellfolk. Like, the good news is that now we can actually kill. We can actually kill a Shellfolk now, right? Because we just red card into Harpoon. I think we have to save that because like I think the only way we lose this game. Okay, but now it's a bit too tempting to play it though, right? And we can get rid of that for our attack. Because he already used like he already used 3 stress testings and 2 mini morphs. So now that he has like no blockers, hopefully, I mean, I guess we can start move something right here. That doesn't have fearsome, right? So maybe we just save this. Alright. Let's see what we do. Wait, does that work off kegs? No. He has to block this, and he has to find a way to stop all this. And he already used 3 stress testings. Please, man. Let me out of this game, you dirty fucking Shellfolk abuser. He has the 3rd mini more. Let me out, please. Let me out of this game.
I don't change fate, but I can see it.
What does he have to stop this? If we right now atrocity this, can he stop it? So if we don't play this right now, if we play this, he could technically prank our atrocity, right? You would use 3 stress testings and 3 mini morphs, right? So can we do this? And even stress testing loses to this, right? Stop! He has a keg too, which is so scary. If he gets like 2 pokies. I just realized that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you. Let me out of this fucking game. Holy shit, I hate Shellfolk. God damn it. That game was so long. I probably misplayed at some point in there. Maybe I wonder if I could have ended the game a lot earlier. I guess you guys can let me know. Because I don't remember, I don't recall. But yeah, that was nuts.